Hi there, thank you for joining me in my stamping studio, doing a virtual hangout again today. It's June 10th, 2021. Thank you so much for coming in today and hanging out with me. A couple things. We're going to be working with a beautiful stamp set that is in our new annual. It's Sweet Strawberries, and right now this season is just absolutely great for strawberries. Oh my gosh, now there's so many. We live in Southern Ontario here, and so many strawberries are available now. So many farms are growing. Hey, put in there, comment what you would like as far as, you know, strawberries and how that looks for where you go to, if you pick your own or if you let someone else do the work. But either way, strawberries and ice cream, strawberry socials. Let's hope that we could get together again Friday here in Southern Ontario. They're going to be opening up a few things for us, and let's hope that we can be successful in the days ahead. All right, so today is the last day to sign up for the Expressions in Color. It is a paper pumpkin kit. It is actually going to be supporting all of the colors that are unique in the In Color collections of 2020 right up to 2023. You're actually getting two ink spots, which you normally would only get one, as well as you're going to be getting enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. So it's a really, there's going to be an exclusive stamp set, and it is an all-in-one wrapped in a cute, colorful, and collective box. So it'd be really exciting to see what we can create with that. There's alternatives that can be used. Yeah, subscribe to get that box delivered to your door. You can shop with me at Stamp with Nadine V. And then if you were to go online and to order, use the actual host code, and that would be a little treat for you as well, because if you place an order over $60 Canadian before taxes and shipping, you get a little treat from me, and then more treats after that, the more money that you've placed as an order. Okay, I do run online classes as well, and right now they are virtual, like these online Facebook Lives, and I'm really excited today to put the card together with you. The measurements are on my website. They will be on my newsletter as well with finished product. So I'll start off with, I'm going to be using the Poppy Parade. I've actually, you can see here, I just out of a mistake, I scored it twice, but that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So that's your card base, and then you're going to be using a basic white. You're going to be using a basic white card stock as well, and that measures at 3 7/8 and 5 1/8. Okay, let's see here. Maybe that's just going to move up that tabletop a little bit so that you can see the project. Let's see. And again, if I happen not to see that you're on presently as I'm creating, as my head's down at the tabletop, yes, definitely, please leave your comments. Hi, Melissa. And if I haven't had a chance to say hello to you during this live video, I will definitely respond to your comments and like, share, and I'd love to hear your comments. Okay, alrighty. Okay, let's see here. All right, so here's the stamp set as well. I should actually show you the stamp set here. and it's the sweet strawberry, and it's got a combination of both beautiful two-step stamping as well as images, and the images as well as the sediment too. So it's great, really. You could make this for anyone at all, young or old. And there we go. So again, we've got the cardstock base, and then we've got, and that said Poppy Parade, I think I did mention that, and that's your white cardstock. And then we have a scalloped piece of cardstock. It does measure, I believe, approximately 4 by 3, and that way you want something just to have a little bit of an edge. So if you don't have the stitch so sweetly die, and that is the largest of all the sweetly dies, but then you could also use something like the other new stamp, die, that is the scalloped, comes from the scallop contour die, and you could probably get away with using the second largest in that. But if you just wanted to use a plain rectangle, even if it was actually a DSP or a pattern paper, you can go right ahead. Again, this becomes your card, your creation. And then we've got a piece of DSP pattern paper, and that measures 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, and this is coming from, this is a pattern paper. That's actually beautiful too, that side. But that one actually is coming from, and you guys have seen me use it before, it's from the Host collection, and it's called Pattern Party DSP, Designer Series Paper. If you were to become a host and have a party, grab some family and friends, maybe a nice little social time, whether we're meeting together in person or we are connecting with each other virtually, we can make it a really fun time, and we can make some really nice projects together. And then that would be a product that you can order only as a host. Okay, alrighty. I think the package is like 48 12 by 12 sheets. So I've been continuously working with them, and again, that gives you a nice option. All right, and it's nice because with the DSP paper coordinating, they let you know exactly what colors support the paper that comes in those packages. So it's a really helpful, it takes the guesswork out of what colors should be used with that. Now we've got a actual colored cardstock, and that measures 4 by 5 1/4, and as long as the measurements are that, and then they coordinate with the DSP and or the card base. Okay, alrighty. So then you're gonna also need the stamp set. If you don't have sweet strawberry, that's okay. Use a greeting or an image of your what you have in your stash. Twine, ribbon, and embellishment of your choice. Okay, all right, so we'll get started, and just for the sake of the video and the timing, I thought I would actually stamp first, and then I'll show you what that'll look like. Okay, so we're gonna grab this white. We're gonna be stamping on this white image, okay, and we're going to be working on the bottom part. Let me see if I can just raise this page up a little bit here, because I want you guys to, maybe I can just hone in a little bit better on this screen and do a visual, I guess I can do a visual here and just bring that up a little bit more. I can move that out of the way, because we are already here. Woo-hoo, what a beautiful day it is. And I'm really thankful that there are a lot of people that do appreciate nature and beauty in what is surrounding us outside. People, I'm thankful. Thank you for sharing all of your beautiful garden photos, your pictures of your pretty flowers and your arrangements that you have growing in your gardens, and maybe in your adventures if you've been out on walks. But everything, just with the rain that we've gotten and that heat, it's just absolutely beautiful. All right, so we're going to use the strawberry. I'm going to pull out the Real Red, and I'm going to stamp on Real Red straight from the ink pad. Let's see if we can get that into the picture here. And I'm going to just stamp that down. Give it a nice firm press, okay? And let's put another strawberry just because. And we'll put another one right there. So with this two-stamp, it actually comes with two images to really build up the picture of the strawberries. So what I'm going to do is I do want to ink this up really well, but I'm going to stamp off, which means I'm going to just take that first layer of ink off that stamp, and I want to have a little bit of opaque. So I'm just going to push that down, get a little bit of pressure, and there we've got a really nice image of a strawberry. You'll actually start to see it come a little more alive because we're going to be putting on the stems, and that will actually even make it come out alive even more. Okay, so there we go. Oh my goodness, I want to have strawberries to eat. I think it's a good. All right, okay, so I'm going to grab the Old Olive, and that's another nice color. It really coordinates with a lot of other tones in the different collections. And again, the actual stem have a two-step stamp as well. So we're just going to grab that. I'm going to do full on color with the Old Olive. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit more because I'm working kind of away from my sight line here. But I'm going to just press that down. There we go. I might need to get a re-inker for that Old Olive to build up the color pad a little bit, but it's an affordable fix. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to grab, again, I'm going to do the stamp off technique. I want to make sure I've got a good amount of ink on there on the actual stamped image. And then I'm just going to come in and let's see here. My head might be in your way, but there we go. There we go. All right. All right, and I'm going to come in here, and hopefully that is about right where I need to go. There we go. Awesome. Okay, we'll close up that ink. So the nice, cute little technique, and I have to thank Anne Granger. She's one of my leaders in Stampin' Up, and she's been running as well virtual card making times on Facebook and everything. It's great because we really are able to work with each other, to be able to share ideas. And this particular card, now I'm not sure if it was to be, she can always do a shout out to say that there might be her design, or if it was something that she had received, you know, as a design from someone else. But I did love it, and I thought I would kind of work with it and see how we can create with this template. Okay, so here I'm going to grab the DSP, and I always seem to lose my my Stampin' Seal. And what I'm going to do is just put adhesive straight down, and I'm going to just line up this DSP. Now, I'm not worried about the one edge, and I'm just going to pull this up a little bit, and we can probably see where this, you can see where the stitching is. Now, let me grab my take a pick tool here, and you'll see how I have it kind of over the edge a little bit right on this side here. But then I also have all the stitching still exposed on all three of these sides here. So this is the part of the paper that is not going to be exposed on the card itself, okay? And I'll show you what you're going to be doing, and it's going to be so easy. You're going to be like, what a technique. This is so cool. So I'm going to be placing this on an angle, okay? Now I don't want to actually close off the image, or not close off, but what's the word? Lacking better words today, hee. I don't want to cover it up, right? So I don't want to cover up that image, but I do want to make sure that I am getting at least a bit of a nice angle on the small stitched paper assembly here. So, and I do want to have some of that DSP actually coming up over. So I'm just going to flip it over just to see, and you can see that I've got my corners well within those stitched edges. Okay, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is just grab the seal, all right, and I'm going to just kind of put a little bit of seal on here just to make sure that we've got some stickies, make it a little bit tacky. I'm going to pull this down, and I'm going to just kind of, I don't want to press it down too hard, but again, you can see I've got the stitching on the inside of there, okay? So I'm just, now I know that that's good. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. Of course, when I'm looking for it, I can't find it, right? And it's right here. Okay. I've been doing market cards today. I'll be taking in some graduation and some Father's Day cards to the market, so there'll be some nice fresh designs going in. Again, I do custom work, so if there is anything that you would like to have as a special card for someone, or a special project, a little gift package, please let me know. I can work with you and your needs. Okay, so I'm going to line up this cardstock. Now I want to make sure that you are seeing the view of my paper trimmer right out. There we go. We've got a good angle here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I already have, and I know that I have, because I've cut it already, a straight line on this white cardstock, I'm going to line it up right up at the top of that guide. And what I'm going to do now is bring that paper trimmer plate down, and I'm just going to cut off that little piece there, okay? And then what I'm going to do is, again, I've got a nice straight edge here because I've already predetermined that. And I'm going to just line up. It's really easy to see. The edge of that cardstock. So this plate here, I'm able to kind of use that as well as my guide. So when I bring this down, it's it's see-through. So I can see that edge right in here is lining up with that cut line, okay? All right, and I'm just gonna come down, straight down like that, and push that away, and then again, I'm working another straight edge here. And you can do that, especially if you've probably seen a lot of techniques, and maybe you haven't, and we can always do that, is the scrap paper cards. And it is amazing. Now, I just wanted to clean up that line a little bit more, just because it wasn't quite right flush at that edge, okay? So I'm just gonna make sure that that is straight. There we go. All right, I'm gonna bring that aside. Okay, so now I've got this here. Now this layer here, the colored, which is, I believe I used Flirty Flamingo, Mambo, Melon, and yes, Flirty Flamingo, really pretty color. So I'm just gonna use my Stamp and Seal. And I'm just going to bring this down again. This is just cut just a little bit, just to add a very small border around. Oh, you know what we need to do? I didn't do that for you to show you. Let's see now. The stamp image, we've got that, and I'm thinking we can do hello there. Does anybody, hi Jen, I just saw that you popped in. I'm wondering if any of your girls or guys, whoever, if whatever sentiment I have here on the stamps, if what you want me to put on the front of the card. I'd love for you to give me the feedback on if you want me to make this a birthday card, or just a thank you, or I'm thinking of you to say hello there just for you, or that was so sweet of you, because that was so sweet of you could go on the inside of the card if we were to say just thank you. Let me know what you want. I'm not sure. Hello there. You want me to do hello there, Jen? Yes? Thumbs up? Hello? Yeah? Okay, let's do a hello there. Sounds lovely. And where is my hello there? Hello there. There we go. All right. I'm just going to clean off that block. I think I'm going to do it in black. I think that'll really give it a nice pop. And I think that'll be a nice pop. I have used it already. There we go. And let me see, let's do where's my memento? My black memento. That product, black memento, keeps going on back order. It is a really, really hard product to get. So when you see it on the store, definitely order a few of those. So let's hope here that I've got this straight, and I'm just gonna stamp down. There, very beautiful. Nice crisp image. Okay, let's close up that memento. Alrighty, and let's use some white baker's twine, and I'm just gonna grab a little glue dot. I'm gonna grab a little glue dot, and I'm just gonna make sure that excuse me, the paper the ribbon or the twine stays in place while I am creating this card. Let's see, maybe I'll do a double. Maybe I'll do a double wrap here. And usually when you're doing a double wrap on a card, you're gonna do it 4 times the length. The ribbon or the twine, you're gonna use it 4 times the length of the project if you're wanting to wrap it twice around, and then that way you have a nice secure amount to keep in place and to make a nice little bow or a bow or a knot in your project. Now, and the nice thing about the white twine, or some of the white or the very vanilla product that we have, you can use your markers, your Stampin' Blends, or the Stampin' Writes, to actually color that. So you're really not, you know, short on as if you have a particular color that you want to use, and you don't have that. So there we've got some ribbon on there, and literally this is all that I'm going to do now to finish off this card front. And I'm going to just to put some of the Stampin' Seal down, if I can get that. It's a little bit tacky today. And there we go. And I'm just going to, again, line that up so it gives it a nice little border. There we go. Now, if I have, let's see, I don't have, but I'm going to cut a piece. I'm going to show you how easy this is to cut a piece of cardstock for the inside. You're going to cut it a little bit smaller, and it's going to be cut at 4 and 5 1/4. And that'll still give you the color contrast with the card base as well. And let me see. So, Jan, you had said, oh, thanks, Jan. I appreciate that. You had said that you wanted me to use hello there. What do you think I should put inside? What do you think I should put inside? It's up to you. Throw me a suggestion. Thank you. That was so sweet of you. Oh, thanks, Melissa. I really like the card too. I'll wait for one of you to give me a response on which sentiment you'd like me to put inside. Happy birthday. That was so sweet of you. Thank you. Just for you? All right, let's do just for you then. All right, perfect. All righty. Now I'm going to show you something too. Another little, what you call it? Another little surprise with this actual stamp set. It actually comes not with a die set, but a punch. And the punch is a strawberry builder. It was on back order and it finally came in. And I was able to order it, and I thought, wow, there's a lot of card projects that we can get away with. So many options. So I'm going to show you the punch. I'm going to show you the punch. I should be right in the view here so you see that I'm actually stamping. And I'm just going to put just for you, and I think I may have smudged, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here when I lift this off. That's not bad. A little bit too wet there. I think that's still okay. Now what I'm gonna do is grab the leaf, and the leaves on the strawberry, there as well, a two-step stamp. So just give me a second here. I'm gonna grab the image, and I am gonna use the all olive again, and we'll go from there. All right, let me grab the other. Oh, we're picking up stamps. That's what happens. They like to stick. They like to stick. So again, remember, if we remember those techniques we did, I'm just gonna do a stamp off with the solid image, and hopefully that will see. Let me cover up that memento. That could be dangerous. All right, now I'm going to go straight ink to the paper with the outlined stamped image. I'm just going to turn that around to make that a little bit easier for me to pick up that image. There we go, and that gives you a nice little edge. All right. Yeah, let's leave that there. Let's leave that there. And what I'm going to do is put that now inside the card. And I'm going to use the, there we go. There we are. So, hello there. Just for you. So this could be something of an addition to a nice little gift or a drop-off surprise for someone, or again, just for you to think of somebody and want to just show your appreciation. So there's that card. Now I did make a few more, and I did a different technique with this one here, and I used the Designer Series paper for 2021-2023. So there's that one there, and see, this is where I used hello there, and I used the images with the Stampin' Blends. I did the Memento Black, and then I used the Stampin' Blends to color in those strawberry flowers. And just for you, I used the two-step stamping with the, again, DSP 2021-2023 Designer Series paper. And then I put the ribbon this way. So there is some variations of the cards that were made with that with this virtual hangout today. Now, I'm going to grab some cardstock, and this is the punch. So it actually cuts out the flower, the leaf, the strawberry, and the stem. All right, so I'm gonna get the image stamped on to the first, actually, you know what I'm going to show you? This is a really cool technique. So I've got some cardstock here. I'm going to flush that right in with the couple things here. So I flush in the paper right into the punch, and I'm just going to punch that out. There we go. So I've got all these 4 images here. Okay, so if you're wanting to just do a straight, say Memento ink on your punch, through your punch, and then you're going to be doing some coloring after, what you can do is, so that it all lines up, and you punch all at once after you've stamped the Memento ink, or a different color. It doesn't have to be that. It's a popular one. What you can do is, and I'll show you a technique so that you're not re-stamping each image and then wasting a lot of paper. So how you become resourceful in this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the stamps and I'm going to line those up. Now that I've cut this pattern, it's kind of like a template. So I'm just going to line up. Okay, I'm just going to line up. Let me see if I can get you to see that in the screen. All right, so watch this. All right, and I'm going to grab the small flower, and I think it's pretty generic. I'm going to just kind of, so that we're just pretending that we're actually just stamping on that paper. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to grab the leaf. Oops, wibble wobble, but they don't fall down. All right, so I'm going to grab the leaf. So I'm just going to line these up here. It might take a couple things to kind of figure out if that is what you want to do. This is just a technique. It doesn't have to be done this way. It actually will make, especially if you're doing multiple cards, it will make things a lot easier. So what you're going to do now that they're all lined up, you know that they're sitting in that template, I'm just going to grab a block here, one solid block. All right, now I've got some ink on my hands. I apologize, so I'm marking up my my cardstock. All right, so I'm just going to place that down. All right, I'm just going to place that down on the stamps. I'm going to lift that up, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, let's see if I just have a card. I'm just going to cut a piece of cardstock that could possibly fit in. So let's just say 5 1/4, and we'll do 4. Push that aside. Okay. Oh, see, look, I've got, so I'll flip that over because I don't want that. Now I'm going to grab the memento because I will want to use, with this image, I'm going to be using my Stampin' Blends. And I don't necessarily have to do a 2-step stamp, but I'm going to show you here what you can do. Now I think I should have used the outlined small flower. You'll see what I mean by that. I didn't realize it was the solid one, but you know what? That'll be okay. I think it's just more of a technique that I'd like to show you. Again, there's no right or wrong. So what I'm going to do is grab my real red light and dark markers. And this, make sure this is the light one. I want to start off with the light. I'm not going to be too fussy. If I go over, guess what? I'm punching this out, and it's not going to be, you're not going to really see it on the edges there. I want to get rid of that stark line. Just tie in that light. I'll just bring in that light. And I want to cast some shadows on that strawberry. I'm going to grab in my color lifter. I'm going to bring that in just to lift up some color. You can see there, just by lifting up the color there, it just adds a little bit of shadowing. That's a highlight. All right. And let's grab some. I think this one's the old olive. No, this is the Mossy Meadow, but that's okay. And we'll use I know one of my Winking Stellars, she said that she was using this, the soft sea foam on one of her leaves the other day, and she was coloring some projects, and she just really fell in love with the look that the soft sea foam gave. Add some more highlight using the dark one here. All right, so since we have that black flower, I'm just going to put a yellow stem, or like a little center. I'm just going to use a yellow center. There we go. We'll have to do that. Maybe we can tie in some yellow in there to pick that up. Okay, so now what we can do is watch this. All right, so I'm just going to cut this down because I want this to fit inside. I want this to fit inside the punch. Okay, so now that we've got it all aligned, I am just going to grab these guys here, and I'm going to line that up in the punch. You can see that there. So there we go. Ha 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 ha. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to grab the little glue dots here. Grab my Take-A-Pick tool, pull that up. You know what? Actually, I'm going to put that glue dot back, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to build this up. I'm going to grab my dimensionals, and I'm going to put that on the underside there. And I'm going to pull that right there. And now I can use a glue dot. I'll use that glue dot that I had taken off that roll. And I'm going to put that right on that stem. There we go. And, oh my gosh, this is so cute. There we go. And let's put that straight down. It's a larger piece, so I'm just going to use a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that in the project. Sorry, I didn't realize it was too low on the table there. There we go. All right, and I'm just going to pull that, oh, hey, we'll put that right there. Why not? There we go. So then there you have the punch as a technique to build in with the stamp set too. So then again, when you're building up with your dimensionals too, you can really add, you know, more and more. If you have a whole bunch of, say, a basket, say if you're doing a basket of strawberries, you could easily put 2 or 3 dimensionals under a strawberry, so then it even comes up even higher than the other strawberries. So it does really look like there's a true basket of strawberries sitting in there. Okay, well, there we go. Yes, oh, okay, well, thank you. Hey, Andy, thanks for joining me. Yeah, again, like, comment, share, give me those thumbs up. I really, really appreciate you hanging out with me today. Until next time, let's have another virtual hangout next week. And until then, have a great day. Enjoy the rest of this week. And till next time, take care. Bye.